Alright, welcome back. In this video, I want to talk about local best kept secrets. I want to show you the funnel that I personally use with hundreds of businesses that have generated millions of dollars. This is something I've implemented with cosmetic dentists, roofers, just regular dentists, plastic surgeons, let's see, what else? Solar companies, chiropractors. Any high-end local business that you think about that charges a little more. The thing is that we can implement it. And matter of fact, we've also implemented this with businesses that charge a little more. So, I mean, a little less. Gyms, restaurants, bars. But the biggest potential, I believe, is found with, these folks up here, lawyers, especially injury lawyers. Medical malpractice. We've got case studies, we've got major results with all of these guys that I just mentioned, and I want you to understand that 50% of success is the funnel, right? It's going to be the fundamentals, including the funnel, such as the USP, the niche, the offer. So that's 50% of success. The other 50% is going to be the ads, the Facebook ads, the marketing. So let me kind of show you the funnel. I want to take you behind the scenes and show you exactly what it is that we've implemented for all of these people and hundreds of businesses. So imagine the ad, right? The ad is usually offering something of value. So the idea behind Facebook that it's a social platform. It's not a commercial platform. You see, nobody wakes up in the morning, credit card in hand, thinking, "Oh, what am I going to buy?" So if you go on Facebook and you start selling them your plastic surgery, your dentist, or whatever kind of product or service, people are going to get angry because that's not why they are here for. This is not Amazon. This is not eBay. So with that in mind, we start thinking, okay, what is that people would like to see? What is that would generate high positive engagement? And what is something that Facebook would reward us for actually promoting? So that is something of value. If you're a cosmetic dentist, what you could potentially offer is a free teeth whitening, a free teeth cleaning service. And we always start with a question, with a yes-driven question. So we start building the yes ladder right away. Would you love to have that shiny, bright, white smile straight out of a TV commercial? Well, today's your chance to get it for free, and go to our link. Usually we use a picture, right? Or it could be a video as well, because it's shown to get higher costs, higher reach, higher engagement. And whenever we use a video, some sort of footage or picture, we like to leverage some factors that we know psychologically are going to get us better results, such as putting women in the pictures, as long as it's appropriate. It's been shown that men tend to look more at women. Even women tend to look more at women or kids. So it's actually been proven by many split tests that if you put women or kids in the ad itself, simply people tend to look more at that ad, therefore it receives a higher CTR, a higher click-through rate. And click-through rate, meaning how many people click on your ad out of 1,000 people, what's the percentage? Based on that, your cost per click is going to go down. So the more people click, Facebook thinks that your ad is engaging, your ad is good, and therefore it's going to reward you with cheaper clicks, right? So that's another tip that you can take away. Another great thing is emotion. People love to see emotion. So if you can put in someone looking directly into your eyes and experience some sort of happiness, sadness, shock, it's gonna engage them to look at that picture or that video and then click. Another thing which I mentioned just a moment ago is looking you directly in the eyes. If someone looks you directly in the eyes, you're inclined to look back at them. So if you look at this picture, actually, it's an ideal picture because she's even pointing at her mouth. It's clear that we are talking about the bright, shiny white smile out of a TV commercial. It's a female, quite attractive female, looking directly into your eyes. It pretty much has all the characteristics that we are looking for. Another thing that I may recommend is, considering Facebook is blue and white, that's the main colors they have, try to use something that is, that has high contrast and that is colorful. So we may use colors such as red, such as green. We actually may want to split this image, and instead of her blue shirt, maybe just use something that's red or green. That's one of the craziest things I've personally noticed when it comes to Facebook ads or marketing in general, that you can make a tiny tweak. You can make a tweak that's going to take you 2 minutes, and that a lot of a lot of the times even we think that it doesn't matter. Like whether she has a blue shirt, a red shirt, doesn't matter. And then we're in shock because it actually matters a lot, because it increased our revenue by 10, 15, 20%. And if you're collecting 6, 7 figures a month, that means a lot. Let's look at the landing page. So that's the ad. That's what people see. Click to claim your 100% free teeth cleaning or whitening voucher. And we can talk about the offer and incentive in just a minute. And they go to a landing page. Now, each business that we work with, we may recommend a different design, a different setup, a different template, a different headline. All these details actually matter a lot. It's not as easy as copy and paste. It's not as easy as just put whatever. It matters because there's a lot of psychological triggers behind it. Get beautiful white teeth instantly. There's quite a few things going on with that. How much is it? 5-word sentence. We are selling them on the benefit instead of talking about, hey, get this service, get my product. We talk about benefit. You're gonna get the white teeth, and you're gonna get that instantly. People love instant gratification, and you don't pay a single penny. It's 100% new for 100% free for new patients. Right, so people love to get free stuff. So this way we can sell them on why they should get the free teeth whitening, and then we just give them the button. They click on the button, and this shows up. Over here, we can collect their email so that we can remarket to them, send them automatic sequences anytime we wish. Finally, they land on a very strategic thank you page. On this thank you page, we say something along the lines of, hey, thank you, awesome. Your voucher for free teeth whitening is actually right below. And if you give us a call within the next 2 hours, you're also going to get a free x-ray, which is normally $99.99 worth of value. Call the number. Of course, removed it for privacy. This is actually a campaign that we used for a dentist. As you look at the bottom of the page, there's the voucher and the instructions on how to use it. And then as you can see, there's a countdown timer. That can be set so it automatically restarts per user. And really, the entire idea behind this is we gave them one incentive. Now, whenever people get something for free or people don't need to pay for it, they don't usually value it that much. So remember how many times you personally could have gotten a coupon code or a $50 lift code. A lot of people don't use it because it takes time. You got to walk there, blah, blah, blah. So people don't usually value it that much. But now if you infuse it with scarcity and exclusivity and tell them, hey, you've got your free teeth whitening, but if you call us within the next 2 hours, you're also going to get a free x-ray, which is normally $100 of value. You get that for free. Call us now. This actually gets 70-80% of people calling you right now. And if you think about it, here's what we are doing. We're actually building micro commitment. And micro commitment is the answer to getting them as a patient. So over here, they're obviously a stranger. They've never heard of you. This is called traffic. And we get them to click. So that's one micro commitment. They've shown a sign of interest and a sign of desire, which is great. But now we need them to opt in. Roughly 40-50% of people are actually going to click on that button, fill in their email, and get on this page. So they've already committed a couple micro actions, a couple clicks here and there, fill in their email. Now they're on this page. So they've said yes to you several times now, but maybe they're still not committed enough to actually, okay, get in the car, start up the car, go to your office, and claim the free teeth whitening. So now what we want to do is take them one step further. They've been clicking and putting their email, and that's quite a big commitment already. They maybe spent 2-3 minutes of their time on this already. But now if they actually give you a call, the commitment is becoming more and more clear. It's becoming more and more strong. So as soon as they give you a call and you confirm that they've got their free voucher, on that very call, you can set an appointment and schedule it. So many people have ideas, so many people have goals, but until you schedule it, it's not real. So many people want to get the free teeth whitening, but unless they schedule it, it's not going to happen. So that's what you do on the phone call. And then what you're going to see next is you literally took someone who was a complete stranger into your office to show up, get these services, and it maybe cost you $10-20. Now, the good thing is that you got them in the door. That's the whole idea. The free teeth cleaning, whitening, or x-ray is never the end goal. Of course, it costs you time and money to deliver on that, but the end goal is to provide massive value so that these people buy more down the road. You can sell them upsells, a retainer, implants, and I'm just giving a dentistry example. And we can also talk about how you can set up strategic upsells so that when people come in your door and you deliver and you make them feel great, that you can give them a special offer that literally 90% of people will take, and you will make back all the money that you spent on ads and more. It's all based on the psychological principle of reciprocity. You see, when we are given something, then we feel the obligation to give back. That's simply how it works in our brain. So if you keep giving these people value after value, you deliver on your promise that you just made them, they're going to feel quite bad, quite silly if they don't actually give you something back. And what better, to give you than purchasing another more expensive service. So this is the big secret sauce. This is the exact funnel that we had the great amazing privilege to implement with. But roofers, plastic surgeons, solar companies, chiros, lawyers, even some gyms, restaurants, and bars, and massage places. I mean, you name it. As long as it was a local business, this is ideal for local businesses. Now, there's a couple of things to watch out for, right? So this is roughly 50% of the success. The other 50% is talking about strategic incentives. Whenever you give them some sort of an offer, you'll need to deliver. You make them a promise, you better deliver, because you just set an expectation. If you under deliver, they're not going to be happy. If you over deliver, they're going to be excited and delighted to pay you more. So we are talking about strategic incentives. How can you make an offer that they desire? In their perception, it needs to be high desirability. How can you make such an offer that is high desirability but low cost to deliver? Low cost / low time required to deliver, right? So it could be a very simplistic example, but if you set out an ad like this, you're not going to give them a free implant, or you're not going to give them a complete set, or let's say you're giving them hair removal treatments. You may give them one treatment for their, underarms, but you're not going to give them a whole set of 10 treatments for their back. Does that make sense? You're not going to spend $1,000 just to get someone in the door. However, you need to give them something that they desire. So you don't want to give them a brochure, or you don't want to give them more information. You don't want to give them a discount. That's not what they seek. They seek something that they can take advantage of in a good way and benefit their life. So we can talk about how you can come up with your 2 strategic incentives. It's not upsell, not upset what I meant upsell. So when they come in the door, how can you craft an offer that on the spot, it has all the right psychological elements, such as scarcity, such as the bonuses required, such as, maybe the limited quantity that you offer, so that literally 90% of people will purchase right on the spot, and you've just made your money back that you spent in ads. In strategic targeting and ad creatives, that's another 50% of success. We can potentially talk about that as well. But at the end of the day, unless you put the right ad in front of the right people at the right time, the whole funnel doesn't mean anything. The funnel itself is wonderful. It's going to get you the conversions, but unless you fill it up with the right type of traffic, with the right type of people, it's really just going to sit there, and it's not going to make you any money. I see so many times that local businesses try to boost posts and get some likes and engagements, but I always tell my clients that likes, comments, and shares do not equal money in the bank. We've done this for 8 years now. We've dealt with a lot of clients, and now we see patterns. Now it's quite obvious what the issue is, and if we look at their ad account, we look at their funnel, we can make a tweak very quickly. It may seem overly simplistic, but as you know, for a true expert, it's ideal that it's simple. That's how you know it's a true expert, that they can explain complex subjects in a simple manner. Right? So thank you for watching. I hope that gives you the initial understanding. And if you choose to scroll below and look at some of our success stories and whatnot, and if you want us to implement this for you and to customize everything for you, just like, you sit back, you do your thing. Because one of the biggest pain points that I hear from chiros, lawyers, and whatever is that listen, we went to college, we went to university for X amount of years and spent a lot of money to learn our craft, to learn our profession. That's what we do best. You know, we are plastic surgeons, we are cosmetic dentists, we are not marketers. And I completely understand it and I completely respect it. That's why I recommend them 99% of the time that find an agency that can guarantee your results and find an agency that can do the heavy lifting for you in terms of implementing the funnel, customizing the funnel, helping you come up with these strategic incentives, strategic upsells, and then as far as marketing goes, just completely outsource it. So that is actually something that we offer, and yes, we've got an ROI guarantee, but because how big of a promise it is, we would never take on someone that's not a great fit. We need to be very convinced that we can help you. So with that being said, I mean, if you scroll down, you're going to see some more success stories, some more videos that I invite you to watch and check it out. And yes, if you want our help, you can apply below. Unfortunately, we have to disqualify roughly 80% of the applications because simply we cannot help them. But I do promise, in case that's what's going to happen, we're going to point you in the right direction. So we're not going to leave you hanging. We're going to provide you with massive value and insight anyway. But if it is a good fit, then we may invite you to consider working with us. That's the whole thing. I hope that you could take some value away, even if we don't work together, even if you don't book a phone call to look at your business and get some more insight. I really hope that this funnel was of value to you and that you can take it and run with it. Thank you so much.